am digging this new web camera. I don't know if I really need this app on. Is this it? I'm going to close it. Okay. I'm just gonna hang out here. Actually, how can I? We got anybody yet? No. Okay. All right. I really need to learn how to stream like picture in picture because I don't know how to do that. No. Oh shoot. It's like super early, so I don't know if anybody's gonna come on like an hour early. Let me open this tab. Thank you, Norton Antivirus. Alright, let me come over here. Actually, I'm stupid. What else is new? Anything new in the foodie booty world? Because yesterday was crazy. Foodie booty recognized and filmed BBJ. I've been like addicted to all the drama going on. All right. I'm going to go to my stream here. Is anybody out there? Probably not. I don't care about whatever. Joan! What's going on, lady? I'm just having a little bit of lunch. I know I'm like early today. So, but I was bored and I was like, I'm just gonna live stream for a little bit until wifey gets, well, not until wifey gets home, but I just figured I'd live stream. And I got all my cleaning done this morning. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. I got my floors mopped. I moved furniture. I got a good clean. But I was making Braden's lunch and I was like, okay, well, this is our lunch. But actually, I feel like this is my dinner because I feel like I've been snacking all day and I'm like, I need to eat. Like, Braden shared his Oreos with me. Like, I had a couple Oreos and I'm like, okay. I had a few Cheetos. I'm like, okay, now we need to just knock this out. Just knock it off. I was like, I had 2 pieces of bread for breakfast. And then I would like just start picking, but I did the floors and everything. Oh, I ate like the rest of like the little crumbs at the bottom of the tortilla chip bag. I had a hard boiled egg. So, but I feel like I've been snacking all day, but I haven't. Now that I really think about it, I've only had a handful of things. Because I'm like, where did I get that from? But I've definitely been on a salad kick. I really do genuinely enjoy salads. It's just buying the stuff when we can't eat it fast enough, you know? What have you been up to, Joe? I'm kind of hoping Miss Tony gets on soon because Girl World exploded last night. I don't know if you kept up with any of it, Miss Joe, because I know you're new to the Foodie Booty universe, but it went down. FFG yelled timber. That was a whole mess. So I'm hoping Miss Tony gets the notification. Or even Miss Linda. But I feel like I like Miss Linda. I don't think she was a foodie stan, but I know FFG leaves a bad taste in her mouth. But are you still there, Miss John? I'm just eating myself. What the heck is he watching? I'm just picking at my salad. I was going to record some videos today. I got over in my cake corner. And I was like, I need to record some content for my Raised Bakes channel. Although starting March 1st, all my old St. Patrick's Day videos are going to start going up each day. Like everything that I had on this channel is going up. But I do need to record some new Easter stuff. Like I have the stuff that I made last year and like a couple years ago, but I don't have a lot of Easter stuff. But I want to do more like springy stuff. I don't know. So maybe I was hoping I get some ideas from you guys because I wanted a game plan. But Dr. Seuss's birthday, because that was the other thing I was thinking about. Dr. Seuss's birthday is March 2nd or 3rd. I think it's March 2nd. And I've only done one thing, which is his marshmallow hat. And I was like, what could I do for Dr. Seuss? But I don't know. I was looking up some molds. I think I ordered one. But now it says it won't get here till March 2nd, which will be after the fact. But I was like, well, if my printer worked, I'd just print out some templates and I'll look up some stuff. So, because I might try to live stream tomorrow on my Raised Bakes channel. So, I did start getting some of my taste back today, so I can like actually taste some of this. So, I still got some left. I'm just picking at it. I should have took these before my stream. I did call my doctor's office today too. I called my doctor's office because I was like, you know what? Something told me to call and just let her know that I tested positive for COVID. So I called her and they actually answered. Like usually I'll just leave a message. And so I called and I talked to her. Not to the doctor, but to the nurse, whatever. And I was like, hi. I was just letting you know that I came in to see doctor and I saw her like almost 2 weeks ago, but she treated me for an ear infection. She gave me an antibiotic, but then, and I took it for a week. I said, but then I called back on Monday because I got really sick and it spread to the other ear, and she called me in another antibiotic. I was like, but I just wanted to let her know that I did test positive for the chicken and whatever. I said, but I just wanted to let her know. I said, also in case I need a note for work or anything like that, or she just wanted to document it, because I know some doctors, they say call even if you don't go, whatever, and they document it in your file just in case if in the future anything was to happen or you were to have any complications, or I guess see how you handle it, whatever. But you know what's weird is because, so this is what, my 4th time having it. Did they tell you to isolate for 5 days from work? No, she didn't say anything. I did ask, and she was like, well, she's like, what day did you start? She said, what day did you test? And I was like, I literally tested yesterday, but I said, I've been sick since Monday. And she's like, oh, okay, because whatever. And I said, do you have to isolate? She's like, don't worry. She's like, you're fine. I was like, because I told her my son was sick too. I said, he's got it too. And she didn't say anything. She's just like, oh, okay. Like, she didn't say anything else. But I missed this whole week. So, and when I talked to my teacher, she was like, see you Monday. I was like, okay, I'll see you Monday. I said I was planning on coming back in on Monday anyway. So, but yeah, she didn't say anything. But then she called me back, and because I told her I had felt better. I mean, I sound rough, but I told her I felt better. But I did tell her that with this round, I had to short, because I couldn't remember. And I don't know if I could go back on any of my videos and like see if I mentioned it. Because I still have those other ones privated so I can go and check. If I said anything about like the shortness of breath, because I don't remember having that before. Like, I just remember it feeling like a sinus infection. So, what symptoms does Brayden have? I just had a cough, but with the flu, I wish I was. Oh my gosh. So yesterday he had a fever. I could cook an egg on him, so I kept giving him. I gave him ibuprofen first, and then I gave him Tylenol, and then I gave him Tylenol again. So he had that. He's all congested, and his throat hurt so bad yesterday. He couldn't even eat his Doritos. So, so he had that. But today, I mean, he's just tired. Like, he slept literally all day yesterday. And that was it. So, and today he's been semi-normal. He's been cutting up. He's been laughing. He's just super congested. And just really, really congested. So, he doesn't have a fever. His fever is gone. Brandon, does your throat still hurt? His throat still hurts a little bit. But not as bad as yesterday, right? And your ears aren't clogged or nothing, right? Why is this guy covered in cheese? What the heck are you watching right now? I don't even want to know. The stuff that he watches on YouTube. I guess I can't talk because I've been binge watching Foodie Booty for like the past 12 hours. Actually, well, since I've been awake. um, but yeah. So, but he feels better than he did yesterday. He looks better. Like, I think I said it before, like, you can always tell how Brayden feels by his face. You could just look at his eyes and tell how he feels. Like, hands down. Like, he literally shows it on his face. So, oh, excuse me. What's with Chantel? Oh my God. I've been dying to talk about it. Like I said, I was waiting for Tony, but I don't care about talking it again because I swear I've been binge watching. So remember last night when we were doing the live stream and Miss Tony came in and said something like FFG was live and something about kidnapping the cat or somebody kidnapped the cat or something. And spill it. Okay. Let me get comfortable here. Okay. So I know me and Miss Tony were telling you a little bit yesterday. So Chantal was gonna euthanize her cat, point blank. She kept talking about it, kept trying to make a case for it, trying to make BBJ, that's her cat, made it seem like she was in the worst state of health possible. And she was gonna take the cat to the vet. And she's like, well, if the vet says to put the cat down, I'm going to put her down. It's the humane thing to do. Like, she's been talking about getting rid of these cats for, like, ever. Okay? And putting BBJ down since she met Natter, whatever. So, she's been talking about putting BBJ down. Okay. So, she had a vet appointment scheduled for yesterday at 2:30. FFG, I think we told you, is her arch nemesis. She is the reaction channel. She basically responds to Chantal, of course. She reacts to her live streams and stuff. But she calls her out on her bullshit. Like, she calls her out. And because of that, Chantal is probably the biggest narcissist. I mean, she's got hubby beat. But like, FFG, French Fry Girl, lives in Canada. I think like 2 or an hour or something away from her. But they're like, they both live in Canada. They're both pretty fairly close to one another. But she calls her out on her bullshit. And she calls her out on her lies. She can pick up, like, even in the live streams, she'll be like, oh, wait a minute, you just lied. And I'm like, what? Or she'll be like, did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch it? Let's listen to this again. No, didn't she just say blah, blah, blah? Like, she can call her out on her bullshit. Like, and she doesn't tolerate her shit. Like, she tries to hold her accountable. So because so you figure Foodie Booty's cats have been a part of her channel since 2016, 2017. And so her following has an attachment to these cats, okay? Like, they're side characters. Chantal just used them for props. There's a video of her, Chantal, she has, like, these cameras that would, like, move with her when she would get up and walk around in the house. And the filth and the dirt, like, BBJ's food dish was spilled over and it was, like, right by the cat food and stuff like that. They do. And, like... the food dish was right by the litter box. First of all, cats don't like to eat where they go to the bathroom. Like, every cat owner knows that. That's why we have a litter box upstairs and 3 litter boxes down in the basement. And their food is here. Like, you can't put their food and where they go to the bathroom by each other. You can't do that. And, so Chantal had this space in her apartment when the camera panned and it saw BBJ moving. The camera panned down to BBJ and you just saw all the nasty filth and everything that BBJ was living in, where her food dish was, where the litter box, like you could tell it wasn't scooped. Like it was just like whatever. It was gross. And yeah, nasty. So so apparently, oh, and then here's the other thing real quick before I forget, because you know me. Y'all know you know my brain, okay? You know how my brain works. So Chantal went to Kuwait, of course, for 3 months because she met this man on Tinder, went to Kuwait after like 2 months of knowing him, married him, and was in Kuwait for 3 months with a man she doesn't even know and claims is her husband and she's in love, whatever, okay? And that's why she's going, like, converting to Islam, okay? Which there was all this drama over there, too. Like, there was tons of drama over in Kuwait, okay? And while she was over there, so Pete's is her roommate, which is her ex-boyfriend. And Pete was taking care of the cats, and he was there at the villa or whatever. BBJ had an episode where she was like shaking or had like not a seizure, but like had like something happen to the cat. And oh no, poor Pete, he is a man baby. Poor Pete is a man baby. There's something, he's a bit touched, but he is a man baby. Because he went on a rage that he had to go get a job, and because Chantal was leaving the villa, and I don't know, it was no, poor Pete. Pete is a man child. Like, huge man child. But yeah, so, and Pete, he didn't do anything to take care of them cats either. Okay? Because when BBJ had this episode that Pete was talking about, people were freaking out about the cats, and he lost his shit and ended the stream. Like, he lost his shit because so many people were asking about BBJ and like telling him to take him to the vet and stuff. Take BBJ to the vet. And he didn't. Neither did Chantal. So Chantal has made it very evident that she knew that older cats, their claws get very long very fast, and they can curl and go in their paw bed because they don't scratch as much as they get older. And she had this issue before where the claws got like really, really long, and she had to take her to the vet to get them clipped. So Chantal is now trying to spin the narrative and saying that when she was in Kuwait, she had Pete show her Chantal BBJ's nail beds and her paws, and she said they were fine. Clearly they weren't, because in videos, you can see where BBJ is having issues walking. And then Chantal in the video, to state her claims to get her euthanized, would like cry in the middle of the night. She would stumble all over the place and walk all over have a hard time walking around and had bad balance. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind as Chantal is painting this picture about BBJ's poor health, okay? Just keep this in the back of your mind. She would say she would cry in the middle of the night. She had a hard time jumping up on stuff, whatever. But also during the live streams, like me and Miss Tony were saying, BBJ was jumping up on the counters and stuff. Chantal was saying that like she didn't eat or anything, but yes, she was on this one video where she was tearing up a can of cat food. Like, she was tearing it up. And then apparently Chantal had hid cat food, and Pete had no idea where it was. He's like, well, it wasn't where it was supposed to be. So she was like hiding the cat food, and like a viewer took cat food over to Pete's, or somebody took food over to Pete's while Chantal wasn't there. So the cat would eat. I don't remember. Oh, I guess she was at her mom's house or something. Long live BBJ, put Chantal to sleep for. Oh my gosh. So yeah. So like I said, FFG is her arch nemesis, okay? FFG messaged Foodie Booty, or Chantal, and said, listen, I will not only give you $3,000, I will sign an NDA. I won't speak a word of it. Nobody will know that I know where the cat is or where that I have the cat, whatever. I won't speak of anything, whatever. Okay? Chantel said no. She's like, and then she went to rage about that, saying, if FFG thinks she's gonna get my cat, blah 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 blah, whatever. Like, no, da 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 da, because she doesn't like FFG, and just because it's just all because it was FFG, okay, and so then Chantel said that she did find somebody to take BBJ, the elderly cat, and found somebody to take BBJ. And they were very adamant about taking it, and they were close by, and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. Well, Chantel put out a video. They were preparing the cat. And here's the thing. Chantel didn't even walk the cat down. Pete took the cat to the person who was picking it up. Chantel didn't even walk the cat down and hand her off and say goodbye. Like, and then she went on a live stream and was like all happy and hyper and giddy and excited and like in such a this bubbling personality, good mood. I'm sorry, but if I had to rehome one of my cats, that is not how the fuck I'm going to be acting like 10 minutes after I hand off my fucking cat to a new owner. And she didn't even do any research on this person. Like none. She didn't do... I know a lot of states don't do it, but I know Maryland, we have Maryland Judiciary Case Search. You can type in anybody's name and all their court records pop up. Because I look up friends, boyfriends, even teachers that I work with. I've even looked up my son's teachers to see if they got anything on file. She didn't do no research and all this other stuff, right? So they said, well, when do you, and then she's just like, so when are you going to come get the cat? And they're like, we'll come get it tomorrow, like around 1:30, blah, blah, blah. And then Chantel said, she's like, well, I have a vet appointment tomorrow at 2:30. Do you want me to take the cat to the vet? And whoever she was giving it to, the cat, the new owner, was like, no, I prefer to take it to my vet. I've taken all my animals to this particular vet. I want to have like, you know, the vet, my vet, see BBJ. And she said, okay, fine. So, come to find out, so FFG went live last night, okay? And she played the video of Chantal giving the cat to its new owner. And she's like, okay, guys, that's it. BBJ went to a new home. She's like, but you know what's funny? She says, I know what happened when that door shut. She's like, because the person that picked up BBJ was my brother. So FFG, she's like, luckily I have a family that will do shit for me. And we stick together and we love animals. And she said it was, and FFG will tell you, FFG will tell you, she's like, I don't like cats. She's like, I don't like cats. She's like, I have a dog. She says, bringing BBJ to my house would not be ideal. But she says, my sister-in-law and my brother, they love cats. And they decided to go on this rescue mission with me. And so BBJ is with FFG's brother and sister-in-law. They're the ones who have the cats. FFG is paying all medical expenses for this cat. All medical expenses. So, FFG went on her live stream last night, broke everything down, what happened, how it happened, how her and her brother did it, her brother and sister. She posted a picture of her behind a snowbank. Like, she's like in disguise, but she's like, I really wasn't wearing a disguise. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me see. I should be wearing my glasses, but where's her community tab? Community. So she says, oops. She says, me in disguise. Sorry, I got my live stream at the bottom. That was her picture. Me in disguise. In the snow. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. That's on her community tab. And, oh, hold on. Okay. Sorry, I just got a text about somebody who went to the hospital. Um, but yeah, so once word got out to Chantal that FFG was in possession of BBJ. Why do they call it the villa? I think that's like just the name of the apartment complex or condo. It's probably called the villas or whatever. I think that's what it's called. Um I think that's just like the name of the complex, to be honest. That's what I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure on that. I gotta blow my nose in a minute, but yeah. Chantal lost her shit last night. She's like, this is fraud. And then she's like deflecting. She's like, I'm calling the cops. You better bring my cat back and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, the person who's supposed to have my cat is so-and-so. Like, she said the woman's name. I'm not going to repeat it. But she's like, no, that is my sister-in-law. That is who has the cat. I don't have the cat. So, but she says, I'm not a cat person. So this is FFG. She's like, I'm not a cat person. I don't know a lot about cats. She's like, I'm a dog person. I know dogs. Too bad, so sad. Right. So she's like, but she noticed within an hour or so that when BBJ walked on her sister's carpet, she was fine. But the minute she started walking on the hardwood floors, she started like limping, and like you could tell that she was like in very bad discomfort or whatever. She looked at her paws, and her toenails had grew into the pads of her foot. So they grew over into the pads of her foot. She made a vet appointment, emergency vet appointment. She had 5 ingrown toenails in her paws. And they said it was very painful to remove. But they said once the toenail is out, it's instant relief. Yeah. She said once the toenails come out, what? Oh, that's Brayden in the window. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Once the toenails were out of the paw pad, it was instant relief. So she said that they cleaned her paws up, and she said she had matted fur on her butt, and it had like dried poop in it. So they had to shave some of her butt, like to, whatever. They gave her a good brushing, stuff like that. And so FFG's taking her to the vet next week. She said, FFG said it's called a nose to tail exam. Blood work, urine work, stool samples, everything. Giving this whole cat a complete work over, doing a whole workload on the cat. Right. That's what everybody's saying. Chantal doesn't see it. She says she took good care of her cats. But here's the thing. And this is exactly what everybody's saying. Chantal wanted to euthanize that cat so nobody would find out what a shitty cat owner she was. That is the problem. See, I'm fortunate because I know it's probably not like I don't show it much. We have friends who are vets, and they'll come over, they'll hang out, they'll give the cats exams while playing with them, and they'll be like, okay, she'll write a prescription if any of the cats need medicine. If we think any of them have UTIs, we'll call her up and she'll be like, okay, here. Like with Luna, she's just like, Luna's just got bad allergies, and it usually lasts for a day. And she's like, a lot of orange cats have respiratory issues. So she'll come over, hubby will call her, or wifey will shoot her a text, or she'll even FaceTime, like show her something. Like when Nyx had that thing, that boil or whatever she had on the side of her, that wasn't concerned. So like we don't have to physically take them. Like it's good to have friends, I guess. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah. So like I know it seems like we don't take our cats, but our cats are taken care of. Like now we are taking Callie to go get when they take Nyx to get fixed. That rhymes. Nyx is getting fixed on Mondays. Yes, exactly. That is the thing. That's why she wanted to euthanize her. So the first came out with her claws. And then she made the comment. So she got rid of Sam. Sam was her 6-year-old cat. So Sam was still much younger. So they gave Sam away to one of her mom's friends. So one of her mom's friends said that they would take Sam. So they took Sam, okay? They messaged Chantel, or Chantel said her mom told her that they said that they had to shave him because the pet dander on Sam was so bad. And they had to like treat his skin. And Chantel's like, well, I never even noticed anything. She's like, so I don't know what that's even about. What? Like, no. I brush my cats not every day, but damn near close. Like anytime I'm in the bathroom, whichever cat is in the bathroom, they get brushed. I brush my hair, and I use my hairbrush. I brush my hair. I brush the cats. I do have pet brushes, but they don't like them. Like they get like defensive. Callie's the only one who will tolerate it, but I sometimes get nervous using those metal bristles because I feel like it's gonna poke them or something. So I get a little like weird using it. Brayden, can you bring me some toilet paper, please, so I can blow my nose? So yeah, so she was wigging out saying she was going to call the cops. She's going after FFG. FFG is going to have to owe her all the money she ever made of her, like talking shit about her. And yes, they do go back and forth and they do digs at one another. But see, Foodie Booty keeps telling her, or Chantel keeps saying how he keeps throwing it up or bringing it up that she euthanized her dogs. FFG was devastated when her dogs were sick, and it was a humane euthanization because there was nothing else to make her dogs better. And for them to live with their sickness, they would have been, she would have been like it wasn't good. So she had, like, the vet told her it was the lastest. Like, she said, even FFG, she's like, I was taking them to the vet every week for their therapy and leaving them overnight. Hey, Patsy. Brayden, you gonna bring me some tissue? When? Next week? But yeah, so I'm live, so don't get too close. Here, let me just take a little, and then you can have the rest. A little, you said. Well, that way I don't have to keep getting up, because I'm being lazy right now. All right, I'm gonna hide real quick. I'm gonna hide and blow the noggin. I was holding that for a minute. All right, I'm gonna put that there on top of that so it doesn't touch. I'm gonna eat one of my mozzarella balls. But yeah. So who knows? I keep checking the YouTubes to see what's going on with Foodie Booty. Like, I think Foodie Booty's lost like I don't know how many subscribers. Actually, I could check. I need to learn how to do picture-in-picture so I can put the computer screen up and we can look at it together. It can't be that hard. It can't be. I was trying so hard how to figure out how to use OBS yesterday. I don't even know how to use it. The reactors are being sarcastic when they call it the villa. Oh, is that what it is, Anna? Well, thank you for commenting. And see, in Foodie, she keeps saying that. I just thought it was like the name of like where like the houses, because like I know like I don't know if it's everywhere, but like our apartment complexes and housing complexes are named. Like I know like there's like a Marks Manor, like, and it's like a cul-de-sac of like a whole bunch of like little houses and stuff, and like of course apartment complexes are named, like we have the Greens and the like just I don't know, just so she was saying BBJ looks miserable on this gross, smoky, tattered blanket. Hope you all are happy and proud using an elderly cat for drama and views, you sick people. Your time is coming, Goblin. BBJ is literally just laying on a... Like, she keeps saying that she's with FFG, but she's not. Yes, FFG smokes, but she's not with FFG. She's with the brother and sister. And she's got all comments are turned off, of course. So Chantel has her comments turned off on most of her stuff. She posted a video that said conversation receipts. She's lost. And that's the thing. She deletes so many videos. For her to only have 536 videos and her being on YouTube since 2017, like, that's insane. Like, I think I've been on YouTube since 2016. I have over 1,000 videos. Actually, I wonder if it'll tell me. Oh my gosh, what are all these notifications? Okay, sorry. This is why I wish I need to learn. God, I'm so technology, like, whatever, advanced. I know enough about technology to get me by, but I can fake it. I'm a big faker. I can fake it, but I don't know. Okay, Social Blade. That's what I want to go to. Social. I'm doing it on my phone too. Is she pretending to move to the Middle East? So I don't know. Part of me. So here's the thing, because Allah, who she's been beefing with over in Kuwait, who was one of Salah's good friends, which is her husband, he said that he's going to have authorities basically waiting for her, and she's not going to be allowed in Kuwait because she broke Kuwaiti rules by being a bully and publicly shaming people, and you can't apparently just like breaking the law. So she's either going to end up like I don't know. Her plan is to go there, but I don't know. Like, I think her husband is just a scammer, and he's just using her for his to get sponsored to go to Canada, because even Allah said he just wants his papers, and it's like Foodie Booty is the wrong one because, and now like apparently like Allah was also saying like his family is like very well respected, and like she's bringing shame on the family and stuff. Oops. Oh my goodness. This is not working on my... I want to see. Oh my goodness. Okay. So she lost 1,000 subscribers. He's Syrian. What's his job? Okay. So apparently he's a partner with this guy, Murad, who has this perfume company. But the perfume company, the name is very similar to a very well-respected and well-known perfume company. And speculation is that they named it that. So when people Google it, they get theirs and they think it's the well-respected one, but there's no storefront. And I think someone said it's like all through, see my brain, it doesn't work. It's all through like Cash App. But then like you pay the money to buy these perfumes, but they don't ask for an address. Like I think you have to be like seriously, like your idiot button doesn't work, like, or whatever is completely pushed, because they don't ask for an address to ship. There's nowhere to order or anything. And then when Murad was questioned about it on Mo Translate, he says everything's wholesale. Everything's wholesale. And then he's like, oh, I'm at the office right now. And then because him and Allah were on a live stream and Mo translated the whole live stream, and he was literally in like what looked like a bedroom that had a desk and a few chairs in it. And he said that was his office. And that's where he does all his business. So she's lost 1.1K subscribers. Yeah. On a weekly average, she's losing over 200 subscribers a week. Did you see when Salad called FFG a vile dog killer? Salad is just as bad as her, and yeah, calling him Salad on purpose. Yeah. So, but here's the thing. FFG, now I don't know, because what's the girl? The Moo girl. The foodie booty right hand. Missy Moo and Mr. Moo, okay? Missy Moo, some FFG said something like, oh, look at Missy Moo working hard on Salah's account tonight. Because apparently there's differences when Salah's actually doing it versus when it like changes up. Like, so she thinks that Missy Moo is running, or it's been speculated also by other channels or something, I don't know. Missy Moo is running Salah's account and commenting, his YouTube account or whatever, and commenting on Chantal's videos when he's not around, probably when he's in the bedroom with Red Light Girl. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. But yeah, this is like, I've been invested in this, mainly because of the damn cats. I mean, I've been watching Foodie, like I'm still fairly new. I've probably been watching Foodie Booty for the last year. I've been watching Amberlynn Reid off and on the last few years. Like I saw her videos like back when I was like I've told this before, like when she was like around 350, like this was a long time ago, like back in 2016, 2017, I guess. And when she was at like 350 or 300 and she was doing this weight loss journey, and I started following Amberlynn Reid, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it with her, do this, blah, 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 blah. But then when I saw she just like she was getting bigger and not smaller, I couldn't handle it. So I'd stop watching, but I check in on her every now and then and see the train wreck and then leave. No, it's sarcasm because, you know, she thinks she's better than everyone. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. There's speculation. I don't know. I'm just waiting to see what happens. Because here's the thing. Even Pete said nothing was wrong with BBJ. First of all, clearly her paws. Something was wrong with her paws. And now that a narcissist has been called out on their bullshit and they can't control the narrative, that is why she is spiraling right now. That is why she was so mad. Like her eyeballs were going to bug out of her freaking head last night. Like I thought she was going to have an aneurysm. Like seriously. I don't know. I don't know why she wants to move over there anyway. Because she has better health care in Canada. Yeah. She's got, what, 2 bankruptcies now? She can't sponsor him. She can't. So he's better off unless he's like milking her for money. That's the only other thing. Because like we were talking last night, I know a lot of respectable Middle Eastern men. And they have even said about their country, like over in Iran and in Kuwait and stuff like that, or whatever Middle Eastern country, they get embarrassed because all those call scammers who scam Americans out of money and shit like that, he's like, they bring shame upon our country. They bring shame upon, you know, and it's like, he's like the one guy that I know, he's always just like, I don't know why they can't, you know, get a job. Like we're like, that is like our faith, and that like they're doing wrong by God, and you know. So there's a lot of shady shenanigans, and I'm sorry, I'm not saying that there's not a handsome man out there who doesn't like a bigger girl. Okay, I'm not saying that at all. He could like bigger women. He could very much so like bigger women. But even Allah and Murad was like saying something about papers. It's all about them Canadian papers and money. That's all it is. Now, apparently Chantel gave him $9,000. So, I don't know. I think there's some shady shenanigans. But the straw that broke the camel's back. So apparently, when they were in Kuwait, they went on this camping trip. Chantel, Salad, they went with Murad and his wife and kids, and Allah and his wife, or what. I don't know if they have kids or not. But they all went on this camping trip together, right? Chantal, being a woman, because you know how women are treated, not treated, but women are supposed to have a certain duty in, they have certain roles that they have to uphold and they have to play. Not play, but you guys know what I mean, right? So it's just a part of the culture. They said that Chantal couldn't even sit up to the table, which was on the floor. They had to serve her food on her stomach. Like on her stomach. She had to sit back away from the table. So she had to sit with the plate up on her stomach. And so they had to serve her food that way. They said that they had to clean around her. because she couldn't get up. She couldn't move. She was just too big. All the other women did everything. And she never did, like, she didn't pitch in or do nothing. And then they said when they left that Salad and Chantel took all the water and all the paper towels, all the Kleenex. Yeah. Like, she didn't help, and she kept saying how her and the ladies, they went in the kitchen, and Allah said, like, when she went into the kitchen with the ladies, but as they were cleaning up, she was eating the food. Like, she was eating the leftovers. Like, she was just eating all the food. So, and he acts like a robot. Like, Solid, when he talks to Chantel, it's like a robot. He's like, okay, baby. Okay, baby. Oh, you're very pretty today, baby. You know, like, it's just so, there's no chemistry. I don't know. And then I just think Chantel's getting in too deep, that maybe, like, it started off as a business thing, and then she's kind of hoping that he would fall in love with her. I don't know. And maybe because she probably caught feelings. So that's like with the whole Natter situation. She went over there with Natter while some women is screaming at him, "You're a cheater, you're a cheater," and fell madly in love with him, got addicted to coke, or a little bit of snow. I don't think so. I don't know. She says that they do. But it's not funny, but like Pete said she smells like blue cheese. And then Allah had even made the comment, like, because everybody kept asking him how she smelled. And Allah said that she smelled very fishy. And like when she was there, because you figure they're in the desert, they're in Kuwait, they have to wear, Chantel's like what, 300, 4, like 350, like, so I can only imagine having to wear all that, like, and not being used to wearing all the head coverings. Because I know if my head, like, just the hair sometimes would make me hot and sweat. So she had to wear all these coverings and stuff. And like, and I put myself back when I was that way. I could only imagine how hot, like, she is, or like how hot she would be. And then if you don't take care of yourself and your hygiene, I bathed when I was heavy. I bathed every day, and I made sure I got every nook and cranny. We have a shower, the shower head that comes down, and you put it on that thing. Power wash the downstairs. Power wash the pee. Power wash the pee. Leg up, power wash, everything. Soap, scrub. I had, when I was like close to 400 pounds, I had the body poof on the stick. Lather it up. Oh, I made sure I was clean. I powdered, lotioned, everything. I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine. I could not believe it when Pete would grab EBJ and shake her at the camera when his chat would keep questioning him. I know. That's what I said. Pete's, I know, like, I'm not giving him a pass at all, like, because that is 1,000% wrong. His wires were crossed or something. Like I said, total man child. Yes, 1,000%. There's something just off. There's something off about him. I'm not saying he's on, I think I said it before, like, I don't think he's on the spectrum. Could be Asperger's, but I don't think Asperger's is recognized in the United States anymore. So I think they just all categorize it as autism now. Because my one girlfriend was diagnosed with Asperger's years ago, but now they don't recognize it. But He's definitely off. There's something definitely off about him. There are men that like the bigger women, but Foodie Beauty has nothing to offer. Right. Right. Like I know I'm no prize. Like I know I'm a bigger lady. I'm a bigger woman. But if I have a couple like younger guys who have I have been, there's a couple of I have some friends. One is like in their 20s and I'm not sure how old the other one is. I've gotten flirted with and commented on, like, what do I have to offer? I am a teaching assistant in a public school system. I ain't got no money to offer. I don't have good credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have anything to offer, And then I think one of the things that pissed me off, he sure didn't look like he was attracted to her. She thirsty. Yes. Anytime any guy gives her attention, any guy, he isn't touching her like that. LOL. There is zero. Yes, there's no chemistry. He probably wouldn't even let her. How can I say? He probably wouldn't even let her lick the lollipop. He could be so desperate. He would probably need that. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it because that would be very rude, and I'm not trying to. That could come back and haunt me because once it's on the interwebs, no, I don't want to sound like a mean girl either, but no. But when she's made that comment about pretty girl privilege, I was like, what? Pretty girl privilege. She's like, when you're a pretty girl, you have pretty girl privilege. You can get away with anything you want. What? Like, don't get me wrong. I can honestly say I do think Foodie Booty has a very pretty face. I also think Amberlynn Reid is very beautiful. I do. I wholeheartedly, 100%, I think Amberlynn Reid is a very beautiful woman. Foodie Booty has a very pretty face. And she can get all gussied up. But just like Amberlynn Reid, who's nowhere near as bad as Foodie Booty, but their personalities is what make them ugly. So, like, she has potential. But then, like, how awkward. Did you see when that guy at the gas station recognized her and was, like, talking to her? Like, how weird was that? That right there, because I'm a paranoid person and I have anxiety and my head goes through 50,000 different situations when anything seems off because I overthink every single little thing. That would have been sketchy to me because he, I think, was Middle Eastern as well. Didn't she say herself that she smelled like ricotta and fish? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. That's hilarious if she did say that. But see, to me, I believe the guy at the gas station was Middle Eastern. And that would have freaked me out because I would have been like, okay, who does Allah know? That would have been my first thing. Who does Allah know? Because they don't want her coming back. Allah said he's trying to save Salah from making this big mistake, which is Chantal. Like, he's trying to save him. And, but he's like, all he wants is his papers. So, because Murad, who Salah's apparently business partners with, they were questioning him and asking him if he knew about the $9,000 that Chantal gave Solid for the business. And he's like, I don't know. He's like, if she did, I don't know anything of it. But I think he did say, though, something about that Chantal did give him money for the business. But he was like, she's not a business partner or nothing like that. So, and then she was like live streaming on TikTok TikTok. She's trying to rebuild her audience, and she's trying to, uh, she's not. And now, so, oh my God, that one report, that news report, I think Pete said he thinks he's autistic. Yeah. I have heard that, but I haven't heard him say it myself, but I've heard other people say it. He's definitely, I mean, I've worked with autistic children for like 15 years. So I can kind of like, like sometimes you can look at someone, like you can be a fully functional adult, but still be on the spectrum or have some sort of it. For going against Islam. What's that, Joe? Oh, sorry. I didn't even see the first one. Sorry. So they're saying some Sharia law or secret police will grab her if she goes back to Kuwait. It's possibility. I think so. Because Allah made a post today. I don't know what his channel is. No, that's not it. I don't want to be Googling all this stuff. So Foodie, booty. That was from Barbecue Chicken. I need to find out. So apparently, Nader and Didi, Nader got mad at Didi and then like cut his live stream off and like stopped cooking or something. I don't know what that was about. Nader's a piece of poo himself. And Didi's just as bad because this is her karma. So I'm not a fan of them. And Joe, Nader is Foodie Booty's ex-non-boyfriend, as Katrina Kaboom calls him, because he was with Didi. So Didi was one of Chantal's viewers, and went to go be with Nader. And Nader left Chantal for Didi. And that's a whole mess too, because then apparently Nader made Didi and Foodie Booty do so we call it a beauty bite, or is because so when Chantal would do her mukbang, she would eat and say her beauty bite. So Katrina Kaboom says she did her beauty bite on Didi because Nader wanted her to. Like they said that Chantal says Nader forced her. That is a whole nother. That's a lot too. But he was abuse, ABUS, as you say it. But yeah, he was very ABUSIVE. And I'm trying to find double fish and high. The juice on Foodie, that's the troll detective. I'm trying to find new charges against Nader. I was trying to find somebody just said he made a post on let me see. Foodie Booty. Allah. Okay. Maybe if I look him up. Sorry, because I'm trying to find this post that he just posted today. That's something about like just waiting. Everything's in place. Just waiting. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Good morning for 5 minutes. Let me go to the community. Let's give her a way to come to Kuwait. Oh yeah, because Anna, what's this deal? Like, who is this Jessica Messica? Like, just what is? Let's give her a way to come to Kuwait, and you will enjoy in all the new channel. So apparently, this Jessica Messica was she? I think she was a Beezer. So that's who Foodie Booty calls her channel members. Just like I say my day-to-day peeps. You're my peeps. Because for my Easter bulletin board, I'm gonna put choose your peeps wisely. So I call y'all my peeps. Okay. So apparently this Jessica Messica is, I guess she's trying to go to. My 21-year-old is on the spectrum. Still couldn't not be mad about him grabbing BBJ and shit. Right, yeah. Oh, I know. Yes, definitely. I get what you're. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely not. So he said, let's give her way to come Kuwait, and you will enjoy all in the new channel. So this Jessica Messica, is she? She hasn't posted anything though. She hasn't posted anything unless her live streams. Oh, she just streamed 23 minutes ago. Monty and Breezy stream. Music and chat with Allah. Rage Bees. Oh, was Jessica Messica in with Mo Translates? I don't remember. Miami Vice Pastel blackmailed me. Raging on. I never watched Jessica Messica. But I know she said that she is going to Kuwait herself. And she was trying to go and she was going to meet Foodie Booty there or something. Because I know Foodie Booty, I've heard her say it a few times, or Chantal has said it a few times, like, Jessica's not going anywhere. She's not going to Kuwait, blah, 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 blah. You know, it'd be funny if she was on the same damn flight as Chantal and they were sitting right next to one another, be like, oh, I'm not going to Kuwait. FFG don't got your cat? Come on, Foodie. What's the deal? But yeah, so Allah posted this thing and says, thanks to my cousin for supporting. We are ready now. Oh, we cook everything. I don't know what that means. Thanks to my cousin for supporting us. We are ready now, just waiting for the news. That is all. And then there's a picture of him. And that was his post. There we go. Focus. And then, because then it says there's like 31 comments. Let's read the comments. What are you pointing at? It's hard to tell. Maybe they opened a restaurant. It says Foodie Booty blasted ass in here. That is hilarious. Okay. Looking cool, fabulous. Hey man. Oh, someone said Natter's new restaurant. But was it fresh? That's hilarious. Are you banning at Foodie Booty from Kuwait today? Waiting for what news? What's for dinner? Are you going to expose Chantal? Nice. What news? Answer in the comments, please. I'm looking to see if Jessica Messica commented on here. Tubby Moose. Okay. So let me see what the comments are on this. Jessica Messica, Kuwaiti Bees fundraiser. Oh my God, she's got a dang on GoFundMe. This Jessica Messica chick. She is dead serious. So that's why he said, let's give her all the way to come to Kuwait. You will enjoy in all of the new channel. Oh, wait a minute. So I don't know who Jessica Messica is. She's got 3.59K subscribers. This one says, I think it's despicable that y'all are egging on Jessica to humiliate herself in this manner in all the name of trolling. When you go in real life, it ceases to be trolling. Y'all want to have a good laugh at her expense. And Jess, I'm sure to some level you know this and it's difficult to discern whether or not you are actually serious about going to Kuwait and make couples channel with a married man who swears his wife doesn't mind him sexting you. Girl, come on. And just like GB told you, there was nothing going on between him and JB. Oh, wow. I don't even know what this drama is that I'm uncovering right now. Someone says that sounds like a good idea. I thought you had just made a mistake with Nodder and were misunderstood. This is so disrespectful to his wife. Not to mention, you could get killed or in jailed for messing around with any man, especially a married one in Kuwait. Girl World needs this to happen. What am I stumbling upon? Anna, Miss Anna, do you know anything about this? This ish like this that make a mockery of GFM and people like me who actually are saving for a transplant don't either. Oh, GoFundMe, and people like me who are actually saving for a transplant don't even bother making one. Jessica Messica was involved in the garlic bread. That's where the name comes from. Garlic bread or garlic bread. That's right. I'm like, I know I've heard this name before, but where am I hearing it from? Because wasn't there another girl? So I'm pretty sure garlic bread dude is actually from Maryland. Because I was gonna message. Would you like to do an exclusive interview? Would you like to? I am not reaching out to. I'm sure my time may or may not come. I am not wishing it upon my channel. But like I said, I know I have a hater. Trust me, we know. Every time I say it, and I say I'm salty. But I'm not big. I'm not big time. I like my little. I like my little closed community. I like my little $150 every 2 months. My little chump change. You know, like um. But I'm sure there'll become a time where saying, "Oh, this day-to-day Ray person, blah blah blah. She's this, she's that, blah blah blah." Comes with the territory. I've actually been fighting. I don't know if you guys see, but like not fighting, but I've been calling people out in my comments. Like I just have been giving zero lately. So I uploaded, of course, the shorts, which are my TikToks, and I upload them here. And there was one that was like, "Who is she?" And it was like one of my pictures of when I was at one of my highest weights, like I don't think it was one of my 400-pound pictures, but I was like 350, 360 or something like that. And I posted a picture and then it was like, "Who is she?" And it was like one of my big plus size pictures. And then I put like a lot of my like when I was at my smallest pictures and like now current pictures. And like this one guy was like, "I thought she said she was gonna lose weight," and then we're like, "Yeah, talk about this. This is so unmotivating or something." I don't know. Like they were just saying like some horse shit or whatever. Um, didn't she get the sweatshirt from Koki too, or was it? That must be it because I see people talking about Nodder in here, so she must have been the one. But yeah, so like I commented and it was like, oh, I thought she was supposed to lose weight. This is so unmotivating. Or I thought, whatever, like you didn't lose any weight. Like, oh, you're gross. You're this and that. So actually, you know what? I did screenshot it. All right, hold on. Let me come back to this. Let me come back to it. Let me go to my photos. Hold on. Because I actually think I just deleted it. I did. So it's like, bro, I thought she was going to lose weight. And they put 2 skull emojis. And then this one said, me too, bro. This is not inspiring. And so I put, as a matter of fact, I did lose weight. I went from 400 plus pounds down to 260. I'm 10 times healthier than I've ever been. And unfortunately, I have underlying health issues such as Hashimoto's thyroid disease and lymphedema that stalls weight loss and doesn't allow progression easily. I work with my doctors and visit them regularly about my health conditions. Luckily, your words don't bother me because you don't know me and you only judge on physical appearance. And I feel sad for you for that. I may not be your ideal version of skinny, but I am fucking proud of how far I've come. Have a nice one. So that's what I said. So, but I've been clapping back. Just like, so I did this skit. It was a TikTok audio. Garlic bread is in the matted. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Because I remember he was talking about all that and he was mentioning it in one of his videos. But I'm pretty sure that he kept saying something like, oh, when the whole scandal first went down, he was talking about his mom from Baltimore or from Maryland or something. And I was like, hey, he's from here too. Yo Mama slams him all the time. I've heard of that name too, but I haven't watched it. Watched Yo Mama. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Let me go back to YouTube. I don't get why people are jumping down Jessica's throat. Life is short. He's married, yes, but who are you to say that if 2 people are okay in their relationship, what's it to you? Have fun and I'm here for it all. I mean, but isn't it like in their culture, like poly relationships are pretty fairly common? Like, isn't that like, or am I mistaken? I'm gonna turn this light on real quick. I charge my Jeffree Star light. Yes. Woo! Oh my god. Can we like tone it? Oof. I'm like freaking blind now. I blinded myself. Okay, I'm just gonna do the warm one. God dang, Jeffree. You got my whole desk lit up. Is that too? I look very tan. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Jiminy Cricket. Oh my god. I'm gonna put it on this side. Jesus. It's got my whole damn area lit up. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I gotta blow my nose. COVID. Curtis. Let me. I can't reach the sanitizer. I don't want to touch nothing. Hold on. I gotta get up anyway. Hold on, y'all. No, I'm gonna leave that plate there. Hi, Nixie Woo. Oh my goodness. I gotta pee now, y'all. Hold on. I gotta go pee. Brayden, how much schoolwork did you get done today, baby? I know you're sick, but you should try and get some done tomorrow too. I don't care if it's Saturday or not. Okay. Huh? 3 out of 0. yesterday's stuff? Yeah. Okay. Don't forget you still got more makeup work to do. Oh, who is she? I don't have nothing for you, Callie. Okay. What is it when you stand up, you have to go pee? What is that all about? Like, soon as I stood up, all the urine just flooded my bladder, and I had to go pee. I had to go pee. Hi, Callie. Hi, honey. What are we doing? What are we doing, boo? Oh, I want to say... No! You can't have my Reese's cup. Oh, Tana Mojo's on the H3 podcast. Are you... No! Are you taking over the stream? Are you saying hi? No, you can't. So I have 3 of my sugar-free, 0 sugar Reese's peanut butter cups, and she keeps trying to swat them off. But anyway, she's leaving now because I wouldn't let her get it. But I was saying, like, in the Islamic culture, isn't it common that, like, men can have multiple wives? But I don't feel like that's fair, because why can't women have multiple husbands? Because men are supposed to be dominant. I want another husband. Shit. If man-child can have another girlfriend, and we're a poly, why can't I have another husband? I mean, it's not fair. Not that I want another one, because men are just trying to raise my son and not be man-child. But he's not going to be anything like that, because he took care of his mama when I was sick. Even making him sick. But he still took care of his mama. He even, like, he'll even offer me his birthday money. Like, he offered to buy dinner with it burned my throat a little bit. He even offered me his birthday money to buy dinner one night because I felt like cooking. Not his birthday money, his Christmas money. I was like, no, sir. That's super sweet. Got my mama's boy. Oh, yeah. He's going to have a hard time dating because I'm going to be up. Be tricking my baby boy. I'm going to be on, like, what's that? What's that? That TV show, is it called Mama's Boy? I know Cinnamon Toast Ken and Buff Pro reacted to it. I'm not going to be that bad. I'm pretty sure it's called Mama's Boy. Oh, yeah. I'm not cutting my umbilical cord. Can't tell me otherwise. I don't give a fuck. He's all I got. Okay, look, Miss Shima. I see you liking my stuff on Facebook. I should comment. Like, Miss Shima, we are live. She just liked my Facebook video on my Day-to-Day Ray Facebook page. Okay, all right. So where were we at? The whole Jessica Messica. Ah! Who is scratching? So let me say, I got totally off track. Well, so we were talking about the Jessica Messica situation, which I totally lost. I totally lost where I was. Who is this? Oh, I thought that was Macy from Teen Mom. Cat Save. There's just so much about BBJ. Just everywhere. Oh, Lordy, it's Jordy. I love him. Do you guys watch him? Does anybody else watch him? He just uploaded a video. I'm going to save this to watch later. Garlic bread. I'm going to save that to watch later. Who is back here? Which kitty? Which kitty? Nixie! Come here. Nixie boo. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, you are a heavy cat. You are so heavy. You are. Look at them eyes. You are so thick. He's a beast. Oh my, she does this. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do it real quick. I wonder, can you guys see her? No. Her face is so funny. I wanted to turn around. So I got my hand scratching at the bottom of the. Excuse. Come, Nixie. You get your hiney out of my face. Get your hiney out of my face. I've been trying to make her hair softer. So like Callie has the most softest. Please don't walk on the computer. Come here. Has like the softest, silkiest hair. She like pounced on the table the other day. It was so funny. She just like up and like pounced. You're blocking the view, ma'am. No. What are you doing? This right here is her favorite toy. Next. This is her favorite. She loves these stupid little springs. These are like her most, like she carries these around the house with her. What? Ah, do you want it? Oh, do you want it? I'm gonna throw it. Look, she knows too. Ready? I'm gonna throw it this way. Look. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you watch Yaba? No, I never heard of that one. I have not heard of that one. I came across Oh Lordy, It's Jordy because of ALR. But I don't watch that one. I watch I just found today, who did I subscribe to today? I really like, because I'm pretty sure, well, I know she's Spanish, because I'm pretty sure she was speaking Spanish, but she kept making pagan goddess references, and I was like, what you know about Hecate? What you know about this one? What you know about? And then when she says something, she's like, oh, Chantel, you got what's coming to you, so mote it be. I was like, oh, subscribe. I was like, I don't even know you, but subscribe. I was just watching a live stream. Like, I don't even know whose it was. Like, I was literally in the shower listening to it. I just clicked on something because I'm to the point now where I always have to have YouTube playing like it's the TV. Sometimes I just find something to listen to. And if I'm not feeling it, I'll just like change or whatever. So, okay. I'm looking her up right now. YouTube Underground. Yaba. Is it just YouTube Underground? Is it this? This one? Okay. Is that the one? Yeah, me too. Oh, I meant to ask. I know some of you guys don't care, but I know like the other day my vlog was like so long. Like I think it was like an hour. And like some days they're like that, but then I feel like they don't get enough. All right, I'm subscribing to YouTube Underground. I know some people don't like the super long stuff, but sometimes I just get long-winded. Like I think it was the day I had all those hauls or something. It was something ridiculous. And but I don't know, like do you guys like the longer vlogs or the reactor's name is Yaba? Oh, okay. Joe, you love them? Okay. Well, you guys get special, so you guys always have the long. Now, yesterday's vlogs were super short. One, because I did live stream yesterday, so like days I live stream, I don't really like vlog much. But like today, I was cleaning most of the day. Like I was cleaning this morning, and then like I was talking to my girlfriend. I was talking to her for a few hours because we were talking about Donna. Like some of you know, like our friend Donna had passed away, and I was asking her about like funeral services or anything. She's like, "Oh no, girl." She said they donated her body to science. That's what she wanted. But now like there's drama with the boyfriend, and it's a hot mess express. So then we were just like chit chatting and like whatever. And so me and her were on the phone for a few hours. But I believe it or not, I think I've said this before. When I'm on the phone, I get so much stuff done. I pop my AirPods in and I get shit done. Like I said, today I finally got the floors mopped. I moved furniture. I was getting in every nook and cranny. Oh, did I tell my ridiculous? I don't even think I told my ridiculous story yesterday. So I don't know if I started to, but you know me. Unmedicated ADHD brain. Um, oh, I just farted. Excuse me. It just kind of came out. Sorry. Anyway, um, so here's my ridiculous story. Okay, we had this really nice Dirt Devil vacuum cleaner, like really, 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 really nice, very nice Dirt Devil vacuum cleaner. Tony, my goodness. Poor Joe and Anna. Sorry, I keep calling you Anna. I don't know why. I know. Love long vlogs. Oh, good, good. Um, Tony, we have been down the foodie booty drama from last night. Poor Miss Joe's gonna have to go through it again, but we are waiting. You can even ask Miss Joe. I have been waiting for you to get on so we can get your perspective. I mess. Oh, you did? Let me hold on. I'm checking right now. Hold on. Oh, that's Messenger. I got excited. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so maybe it's under requests. I don't have any. Let me see requests. Oh, hidden requests. Okay. I see it. I see it. I didn't get it. I had to accept it. It was in my hidden messages. Okay, accept. Okay. I'm actually, can I go to your profile, view profile? All right, Miss Tony, I'm following you back so you can message me, and I will get it this time. Gotta get to the gym. We'll catch the rest on replay. Night, y'all. Night. Have a good time. We're supposed to be going to the gym next week. We'll see. Have you gone to Girl World? It's crazy. Okay, so for your first question on Instagram, I hope you don't mind me answering this. Yes, I've been following and been obsessed ever since last night. I fell asleep watching this stuff, but you're good. This is freaking fantastic. It is fantastic. So, but yes, I did get it. It was in my hidden request. That's why I didn't see. It didn't give me. So, you know, on Instagram, you have that little button that says like messages or whatever, but I didn't have nothing. And, but yeah, so it was in my hidden messages, I guess, because I don't know why, but me too. I was just so happy. Yes, Chantel's rage was priceless. And I just looked it up on Social Blade. She's lost 1.1 thousand subscribers. Yes, me too. Me too. Me and Anna was just talking about it. Like, I went down this whole thing with what is up with the just breathing situation? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, like, apparently, so I was watching this one live stream today. Who did I subscribe to today? Let me go see. Because I just subscribed to somebody's new, hold on. Erie Pepperoni. First of all, the name's amazing. Okay. Erie Pepperoni. And then, I followed her, and she's the one who's been making all these BBJ stickers that people can put on their YouTube thumbnail photos. Yeah, poor Joe. She's trying to get all caught up, Miss Tony. Like, I was telling her about Notter and stuff. Like, I don't even know where I would even start with him. Are you? So yeah, I just found her because when she started making references to Hectate, and when she was saying something, she's like, Chantel, you'll get what's yours, so mote it be. I was like, what? Brightest blessings and blessing be, so mote it be? Are you pagan? I don't know if she's pagan or not, but just because she kept referencing to goddesses, Greek gods, maybe she's Greek. I don't know anything about her, but just because of that, I subscribe. I was like, subscribe. I'm in the shower. I got my shower cap on, my AirPod in, and I'm listening. And I heard her say, oh, Chantel, something, blessed. I was like, wait a minute, what? And then I was like, did she say Hecate? Like, that's the goddess. And I'm like, subscribe. I'm subscribing. And then I was listening to her, and she was talking about how she does like paranormal stuff. And I'm like, yes. Okay, another new channel. My subscription box is all between Chantel, drama channels, beauty stuff, and cake decorating. That is my subscription list. And with a few Minecraft stuff, because me and my son watch Forge Labs together. I can't smell it. My sense of smell isn't back yet. So I cleaned my whole house today with pine. So, oh my God, I gotta tell this story anyway. Okay. I got 50,000 things in my brain. I cleaned my whole house this morning with Pine Sol. Y'all know how strong Pine Sol is? Like pure, the real Pine Sol. The real Pine Sol. I cleaned and disinfected. I'm feeling much better today. I cleaned my whole house with Pine Sol, okay? Couldn't smell anything. Can't smell. My sense of taste is coming back. Like I could taste my Reese's peanut butter cups, the zero sugar. So I have some of my sense of taste. It's not as strong, but I cleaned this whole house. Wifey woke up this morning. She said, Jesus Christ, did somebody put a freaking pine tree in here? She's like, good Lord, it smells like a hospitalized pine tree or something. And I was like, I cleaned with Pine Sol, I had Lysol. I sprayed the whole downstairs again with the Lysol. Then I mopped all the floors. Like I said, I moved furniture, everything cleaned with the Pine Sol. And I used the mop, obviously I mopped, but like the spin mop. And after I did like the 2 rooms, I like dumped it out and I got fresh scalding ass hot water, put more. I did the steps. I was like all the way up at the top of the steps and I did all the steps and everything. And like I moved the couch. I disinfected. I couldn't smell nothing. Couldn't smell anything. Then I have like this Fabuloso spray stuff. Like, like Fabuloso is very strong disinfectant. Couldn't smell anything. Couldn't smell nothing. Oh, let me tell this funny story before I forget. So with the vacuum cleaner. So we have this huge Dirt Devil vacuum cleaner, a real big one. It's got the hose with all the attachments because I like the little angled thin one you get right up in the cracks and crevices and stuff like that. And then I have my little Dirt Devil. Let me tell you, my little Dirt Devil, this little fucking thing, it is like a dust buster amplified. Okay, I don't know. This is like a very serious dust buster. But the dirt, like literally like tumbleweeds just like are just attracted to this freaking vacuum cleaner, and it's great for the hardwood floors. But to get a good clean, I like to use the big one. Well, wifey said that the big one, which has been sitting up in the hallway, I hate my upstairs hallway. It is so narrow. I hate it. And I hate that there's nowhere to put anything in the hallway up there. You can't have anything in the fucking hallway. But they will cram shit in the goddamn hallway. And it drives me absolutely batty. So the only thing that we have sitting in the hallway is the little trash can that sits next to the closet where the litter box is, because when we scoop the litter box, we put it in the little trash can and we pull the bag up and we tie it. That's the little trash can that sits in there. That's the only thing. But the big vacuum cleaner has literally been sitting in the hallway for weeks. And when I had asked why, because we literally don't have anywhere to store it. Like, we don't have anywhere to put it. And I'm like, why is this here? And wifey's like, well, Brayden cleaned cat litter with it, and now it's clogged, and I don't know how to fix it, and blah, 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 blah. So yesterday, when it was nice outside and almost 80 freaking degrees, I took the vacuum cleaner outside. I had a screwdriver and everything, and I was getting ready to tear this bitch apart so I could use it, okay? Because my mom, even though we grew up with Bissell's, my mom taught me how to fix a vacuum cleaner, okay? Because my mom vacuumed her house every single day. I know how to change the belts. I know how to do this. And, I know how to fix a vacuum cleaner. I don't know much, but I could fix a goddamn vacuum cleaner. So I took it outside. I was ready to get dirty. And I take the hose off. And I look. It is clean as a whistle. I mean, it's dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like dust and stuff like that. There's nothing in it. And I'm like, okay, so it's not the hose. But see, the dirt goes up through the hose and into the canister. So I'm like, well, maybe the clog is at the bottom of the vacuum. So I have it up on top of the little table out front. And I'm looking. It was clear. I took the little thing off. There was some string in the little brush, the little spinny brush thing. So I took that off, and I'm looking clear. I even went back to the back of it, and I blew through the hose, and it was fine. There was nothing clogged. I'm like, so I put it all back together, and I look at it, and I realize they didn't have the hose hooked up. She had the hose, so the hose goes in the back. It's like connected to the vacuum, and there's two holes. There's one that goes, I don't know, I'd have to show you because it can be confusing. But there's the one part that goes into the canister, and then there's like the other part that comes off the vacuum that you can put onto the attachments, and it goes in the vacuum. You know what I'm saying? So they had the part that goes in to the canister into the handle, because there's like a real long handle. You hit the button, and that way you can get the sealing and stuff. It's like the real long, like the handle, and so that way, like if you just want to, like, you know, whatever. And what the hose just wasn't hooked to the canister. Of as half my house without the hose attached. So so I'm like, okay, so I've reconnected the hose to where it was and where it's supposed to go into the canister. And hi, Nixie, welcome back. What are you doing? You want some dinner, don't you? Because I gave you breakfast like 12 hours ago. Are you a hungry girl? You gonna get fixed? No, don't walk on the computer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish you would let me hold you. You're not snuggly. Only when Luna's around is when you're snuggly. Oh, I dropped the rest of my... Brayden. He hasn't even gotten on his Xbox. That's when you know he's like still not feeling good. But yeah, so I fixed. Honey. Oh, excuse me. Can you turn on the kitchen light? And not this light, but the kitchen light. And can you give Nixie her din din? Woo! Sober lights. Sure. Sorry, I gotta blow my nose again. Hold on. I don't mean to be rude. A gravy? We shouldn't have that many pâtés left. I need to wash my hands. I've been sanitizing my phone too when I get done. This Jeffree Star light is so... I got it in one of his boxes. All the cat fur. Transition. Just Brayden, baby, pick one and give it to her. It doesn't... Just give her one. She don't look at her. Her tail, like, she's like, just feed me. I will eat anyone that you give me. Look, she's like, oh no. Her tail gets so straight. It cracks me up. It's like a flagpole. That's what we call it. It is bright. I charged it yesterday when I charged my speaker. It's like, it had this whole area lit up. I did not have any other lights on earlier. I literally just had this. It lit up everything. Will you stop teasing her and just feed her? I'm not. You are teasing her. Yeah. Take it back over there. Oh, my aching ass, Brayden. Look, she's probably so confused. Oh my goodness. There she goes. Thank you.
Yep. What?
You know what? I hate these damn knives. So what's everyone's opinion on what FFG has done?
That's what this knife is meant for, flipping, because that's why it has that curve to it.
Okay. You know how I feel about you and the knives.
Love you. Here, would this make you feel any safer? There.
Thank you. I'm having a conversation, sir. I do. I love it. I think it's amazing. I do think FFG did, you know, what is it? She did the Lord's work. She went on a rescue mission and she got it. The only thing I think was when she posted that picture, when she posted was in disguise. She shouldn't have posted that. Like we all get the joke. Like we all get the joke. Like she was in disguise. Like she, whatever. It's great. BBJ is saved. She is saved. But like I can see like people are like, oh, she's her stalker. She's this. She's not her. Like me. Like I feel like she just calls her out on her bullshit and like tries to hold her responsible. And she's just a reaction channel. She gives her opinion. That's what reaction channels do. It's like if my time comes and there's a reaction channel on me and who hates me and wants to criticize everything that I do, that's on them. That's their opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Will I rage? I might just be like, well, that is your opinion, but that's not, of course, what happened. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or, that's your opinion. Whatever. But reaction channels is what keep people relevant. But yeah. I just worry about FFG. And like, Foodie Booty sits there and she's like, oh, she threatened to dox her sister and she did. And then, but yet, Chantel doesn't think she's going to get, I guarantee you that if it was to go to court, I bet you FFG would have more support and followers than Foodie. Hands down. And even though Foodie Booty deletes shit, FFG has everything, and she says archived, archived, or whatever it's called. She's crying because it's coming out now how badly she neglected them, and she was gonna put her down. We never would have known any better. Yep. And then wait till these blood results and urine analysts and all that. That's why she's like, bring me my cat now. Bring me my cat. Because she's like, oh shit, I'm fucked. To be honest. And Chantal knows it. And now she wants to run away to the Middle East and get away from her problems. And she's got more waiting for her over there. So, yeah. Karma's a bitch. Because what's she going to do when Salah dumps her ass? Or when the truth comes out that Salah is really only using her for money. Because that's what Allah's saying. And Murad's not going to say anything bad, especially if Foodie Booty is giving Salah money to be a part of the business. That's putting money in Murad's pocket. So why is Murad going to say anything bad? That's his money ticket too. With their little scam perfume business. That whole business thing, like I said yesterday, I am not trying to I'm not stereotyping at all, even though it might seem like I am. But like I said, I know plenty of Middle Eastern men, good men who work hard, went to school, whatever, blah, 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 and who have said people in their country freaking dishonor them, like, and they make their country like, whatever. That is her. Oh, wait a minute. I pulled it back up on my phone so I can read it better. I think has been a long time coming, but I think it's finally happening. Yes. And everything. And now she's not going to have Pete's. She's not going to have the villa, and she's not going to have Sala. She's not going to have the cats. She ain't gonna have nothing. Well, her little car. She's gonna be living in her little teeny tiny car. I heard somewhere, I don't know where, I thought maybe I just misheard, but is Pete's keeping the villa now, and his mom's moving in with him? Did I hear that right? I don't know. I thought I heard that, but I'm like, I don't think that's the case at all, because like, so here's my other thing. Here's the other thing, okay? If she's supposed to be leaving, why is the villa still, why is it still not packed? Why is she not getting her shit together and packing stuff up? Like why? Why is like none of it's packed up? I don't understand. So, I don't know. Yeah. Is she just gonna leaving everything and letting the apartment complex do it? Because you know what? Whoever's on the lease, now I don't know about in Canada, but as most of us know here, if your name's on that lease and you are the head of household, whatever the maintenance people have to come and do to get the apartment ready, the head of household is the one that gets charged for that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because so when I lived with my friends, so we had all moved out and we had all got an apartment, and it was 4 of us, and 3 out of 4 of us were on the lease. I was the last one to go sign the lease. When I signed the lease, both of my friends signed in the second and third. Oh my God, that scared the shit out of me. Nixie, you're scared me. She's getting into shit. She knocked over the box of tape. So when I went to go sign the lease, now mind you, I was 18, 19. So I didn't really know any better. And they left me in the number 1 spot. They left the number 1 slot open for me. So I was the head of household. And I didn't know that. I guess when my girlfriend and her boyfriend went to go sign the lease, they probably told them that. And like, okay, well, who's signing the first spot? Because whoever's in that first spot is going to be responsible for a financial blah, 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 blah. And when they were like, oh, so they probably were like, oh, our other friend. And so I didn't get there till after I got off of work. They were already there. They had already signed the lease and everything, and we had our move-in date. I just had to go sign the lease. And that was a whole big thing, okay? Because then when I went to go sign the lease, the first spot was open, and they're like, okay, this is where you sign. And I said, okay, so I signed the lease and everything. We moved in. I had the master suite. I picked it. I was like, I'm head of household. I'm getting the master suite. Screw all that. So, and because everybody, they were always saying like, well, why do you have the master suite when him and her are together and it's a couple thing? They told me I could have it. She didn't want to be on that side. Like, it was something about the feng shui, and she didn't want to be on that side of the building anyway. Okay, fine. So it worked in my favor. I had the master suite. I had my own bathroom. And was that a text message? It was. Oh, my girlfriend. She texted me. Thanks for checking on me. Sorry. I can't talk and text at the same time. Where's my smiley face? I always put the little. There we go. So yeah, so we lived there. So we moved in. Something about the feng shui. So I ended up having a master bedroom anyway. And then so we lived there almost a whole year, but we didn't make it to a whole year. Like at this time, so by now, my girlfriend was pregnant, and she had quit working, so we were down her income. My live-in lover, him and her boyfriend got into a big fight, so he moved out, and then he moved his friend into his room, and then he ended up being a POS and didn't pay rent, and they were dirty and gross people. And so we ended up kicking them out. So then we didn't move anybody else in. We kept trying to find somebody to move in. It was only my income and his income. So things got really tight. And then like I had to have meetings. Like I had my own phone line because we had house phones then. I didn't have a cell phone, but we had house phones. So I had my house phone. I had my phone line. She had her phone line, and because her boyfriend would use my phone line when I wasn't home to talk to other girls in my bedroom while she was in there pregnant and sleeping. I was at work. And then all of a sudden I start getting all these calls, and they'd be like, "Oh, are you so-and-so's cousin?" Because he used to always call me his cousin. And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, is so-and-so there? Blah, blah, blah. How are you? Da, 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 da." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, he's here. Hold on." And then I go out there and I'll be like, she would be sitting there. I'm like, "You have a phone call." I'd be like, "Oh, is it Lucky?" Which was his, oh, I probably shouldn't, well, whatever. It was a nickname, which was his cousin. And I would just, he would go, like, he'd make a face, and I was his wingman, like, yeah, 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 yeah. Go. I was talking to him for a few. And so then he would go back, and then like me, I would like grill him. So me and him went out one night to go pick up something. I don't remember. There was like food or something. I don't know, or go get alcohol for one of our like free parties or something. It was, I don't know what we were going to get for. And I remember I dug into him, and I was like, "You gotta stop this. You're gonna be a dad. She's my friend." But then me and her had started like not like being so close because she was just becoming, and I clean story of my fucking life. That's why they always called me Mama Ray, because I cleaned and I cooked for everybody, and I always took care of everybody. When everybody would come over, I would make big batches of food, party food, appetizers, stuff like that. We'd throw down, we'd partake in some puffery, and I'd have food. I remember I tried to recreate Under the Influence. I tried to recreate Friendly's ice cream, the little ice cream clowns. I don't know if anybody like remembers, like I'm an old lady, but I used to try to recreate. They were so scary because I was under the influence, but it was so funny. Good times, good times. But yeah, so yeah, it was a lot, and I remember digging into him and stuff like that. And he had a temper on him, and I think he worked at London Fog at the time. I think, well, London Fog isn't around anymore. It was a warehouse, and I remember him working there, and he had a temper. And I remember he came home one night and he lost his job. So now I'm the only one working. And I'm like, mm-mm. No, no, no. I'm like, this ain't it. This ain't happening. And so I told him, he was like, look, you have a child on the way. Because then it got to the point where we were just going to turn the other room into a nursery. And the spare bedroom, they were going to turn into a nursery. And I was just like, that's fine. I don't care. But you guys got to pay. Because we were splitting rent. Literally, our rent was $800 a month. That's it. $800 a month. And for a 3-bedroom, nice ass 3-bedroom apartment. Like, it was a nice apartment. And gated community. There were locks on, like, you had to buzz people in and out. We had a gatehouse that, like, of course, this was back in 1999. No. Yes. 1999. It was in 1999, so things were a lot cheaper. But back then, that was, like, still a lot of money. But we split it 4 ways. We only had to pay $200 rent each. That was it. Now, he had to pay $400 because when she stopped working, he had to pay for both of them. And so it was 2, 4, 6, and then the other person was 8. So then when they moved out, we split it up, and it was like $220 or $230 or whatever it was between the 3 of us. And then our phones, and then the gas and electric, which wasn't much, and then our cable, which I think was $100 or something like that. And then, like, but yeah, when it came time where we couldn't move out, we all walked up to the leasing office and we had a talk with the leasing. Like, look, I'm the only one working. Like, we can't afford the apartment. What do we need to do? Because we thought we were doing the right thing by going to the leasing office instead of just skipping on rent and stuff. Because, and they were like, okay, well, you guys are going to have to break your lease. You're going to have to pay first month rent, or like at least like, well, we don't have money for like this month's rent. Like, what else are we supposed to do? Like, what are our other options? Blah, blah, blah. Like, Nixie, what are you getting into? And so they're like, you guys can go on a payment plan. You can do this. You can do that. Blah, 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 blah. I ended up, so this is where I know I tell long stories. I'm so sorry. So thank you guys for bearing with me. I went and I gave Homeboy my portion, which was $800. We each had to come up with $800 in order to break the lease. Okay. Instead of me taking my $800, oh, thank you, Tony. Instead of me taking my $800 to the leasing office myself, like, look, here's my portion. I'm out of the lease. I'm lease free. Split it 3 ways. This is mine. Okay, fine. But I didn't do that because I was stupid. And I thought I could trust my friends. Oh, thank you, Joe. I know I get long-winded, but you guys have been here long enough. You guys know how my brain works. But yeah, so instead of that, I thought I could trust my friend to take it because he's like, well, I'm going to head up there now and turn my keys in. And he's like, I'm going to pay ours too, and I'll just turn in all the money. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, that'll just save me a trip of trying to get over there. And no, he took my money and bought a car. So we all moved out. And months later, I got a letter from a lawyer's office saying I owe this much money in rent. And and I even went and turned my keys in. I said, well, here's my keys, and oh, thank you, Patsy. But yeah, so I had to end up paying my third again. So the leasing office felt horrible because I called them after I got this letter and I was like, so there was also like all these cleaning charges, like all these cleaning charges, like blinds being fixed and this and that. And like my mom brought her steam cleaner and we steam cleaned the carpets once everybody was moved out. We didn't leave nothing. Like we steam cleaned the carpets, we bleached the bathrooms, like everything. Like we left that fucking apartment spotless. There was not one piece of furniture. They had left a bunch of shit there because I had told them that I was going to move out last because we were going to clean the apartment. And they were like, okay. And I was like, anything that you leave, is that trash? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. So when I was there, I was like, oh, you left this, like, they left a bunch of shit. Like, we took trash bags out of stuff that they left from their bedroom. And I'm like, is all this stuff trash? Like, what about this? And they're like, no, we don't want that. We don't need it, because they moved in with his mom and the room was smaller. And they had a whole bunch of shit shoved in the spare bedroom. And I'm like, what about this stuff? And they're like, yeah, just get rid of it, whatever. And I was like, okay. So we ended up trashing like a whole bunch of stuff. Like we just took it down to the dumpsters. And we, like I said, we cleaned the whole apartment. Turned my keys in. And we even told them, like, look, we cleaned the apartment, blah, 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 blah. And then they said that they were waiting for the two of them to turn their keys in. When I got the letter from the lawyer, it had all these like repair things, like all this stuff. And it was like stuff that was like stain removal, trash removal. There was not one thing of trash in that apartment when I left. That's why I was like, I'm the last one. I am the last one moving out. This is what it is. Apparently, homeboy, after spending my $800 on buying a car, and after I cleaned the freaking apartment, he went there with a whole bunch of friends and had a fucking party in the apartment, and they trashed it. They left food, liquor bottles, puke, because that's what the rental office told me. One of the blinds had got broken. The blinds was ripped down that goes out to the patio. The screen was off the track and laying in the living room. The screen that goes out to the patio. They trashed. There was nothing in there to trash. I'm like, how much freaking trash did they have in there? How many people were in this apartment, in this empty apartment? They literally trashed it. And so I got this bill for all these repairs, plus the rent money and everything else. So I called the rental office in tears, and the lady was super nice. And she told me that she would work with the lawyer and work with me, because I am not the only one on the lease. And so after some negotiations with the lawyer and with the lady from the apartment building, or from the apartment complex, I had to pay my $800 again, but I went on a payment plan because I wasn't working the same job anymore either. So I had to pay like, I think it was like $50 a month until I was, and I actually to this day still have all that court paper, like all the paperwork from that saying I was released from the debt, but those two were not released from the debt. And I still have all that paperwork. I still have it. And it was like, Ray is released from the debt, but so and so and so and so are still to be held accountable and are still being whatever. I was like, I was so angry. And I stopped talking to them. And then when their baby was born, they were like, oh, well, you should come see the baby and blah, 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 and da, 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 da. And I could literally walk to their house from my job. So I had told my mom I was going to I told my mom I had to work like an extra hour when I got off, and I had like left early from my job. And I walked down to their house and I cussed both of them out after I saw the baby. Because they're like, oh, where you've been, da da da, you're not working at the dollar, da da da. And I was just like, no, I'm not working there anymore. No, I'm not. They're like, oh, where are you working at? And I was just like, oh, up the street at the shopping center. I'm working at such and such. And they're like, oh man, oh cool, we can come up there and get some deals. Maybe you can give us some free diapers and blood. Like I'm just gonna steal for you guys. Like, no. So I saw the baby, took the little baby an outfit, and then I was walking out. I told her she was trifling. And I told her to get out while she could. And then I cussed him up and down. Like I cussed him out and told him I hope he liked his new car on my rent money, and that I hope he didn't think that I didn't know, because I knew. I said, that's why the fuck I don't talk to y'all no more. And then I went to work at Walmart and I like disappeared off the face of the earth. I did not talk to them. They called me, but I blocked their numbers. And then that's when I started working at Walmart on the overnight shift all the way up in the other county. So they didn't hear hide nor hair from me. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. So I got messed up on that deal. So I was like, I should not just trust people. Like, does the universe like test me? Ooh. Like, why do they send shady people my way? Like, there's no way I attract shady people. Like, I'm too nice of a person. Maybe that's like, I'm just too nice of a person. Like, I don't know. Like, what is, like, why? Why are shady people sent my way? I don't understand it. Like, am I supposed to make a difference in their life or something? Like, I don't understand. Because we know the other ones are super shady. But I'm not like that. I don't agree with that stuff. So why aren't like-minded people sent my way in my like actual real life? My gosh. Or is the whole world just turning shady? I don't freaking know. Ugh. I don't get, like, am I supposed to make a difference in their life and be the good person? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Why? I don't know. Oh, let me message her back. I don't get it. Like, I just feel like I know everything's sent in your life for, like, I guess maybe it's just life lessons. Like, oh, like, I guess just new paths, new, just different experiences. And it's like, okay, like, my lesson with that was don't move in with your friends. Like, I don't know. Be careful who you live with, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing for dinner. I don't really want anything to eat, but I'm gonna have to feed wifey when she gets home. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. I was just responding back. And then checking this and checking that. Just like when I lived in the city and I was basically raising my girlfriend's kids at like 18 from my ABUSER after did you live with your mom after that, or did you get your own apartment later? I went back to my mom. What? I see you got Luna. Is her eye still swollen? Talk to her, Brady. She don't. Come on. You know she too chunky to be held like that. Okay, put her down. Okay. So the first time I moved out when I was first time was 16. I moved out when I was 16. My mom let me move in with my boyfriend who was abuse. Yeah, was that. And I lived with him. And then I think I've told you guys that story. And then I made my way out of that when his grandfather died, and him and the whole family went down to Virginia Beach when he was in the hospital. And that was my exit ticket. I didn't waste any time on that. That was my exit ticket. I knew that was my exit ticket, and I took that bitch and I went. And that's when he got back. That's when he tried to unalive me. And but the cops were waiting for him. And then of course moved back with my mom then. And then after that I moved into the city with his sister. And again, being 18 years old, young and dumb. And I moved into the city with her sister. I was trying to help her get her son back because her son was in the system and she was trying to get her son back. I was helping her with her daughter. And then she was pregnant with her cousin's husband's baby. Just saying, that was the situation. She was pregnant with her cousin's husband baby. And he had bought her house, the house she was living in. And so because she had the house and he was playing double time, so he was going back and forth between her cousin and her, living a double life until her cousin found out and then kicked him out. And he's just like, well, it's fine. I got her to go to. And, but yeah, so then that only lasted for a few months. Cousin's husband's baby. Yeah. It was a lot. It was a lot. And it ended up being me raising her. I remember she yelled at me one time because I was giving the kids baths. I was bathing the kids. I was feeding the kids. I was getting up with the kids before I went to work. And then I give her the kids when I went to work because I was taking the bus. I was walking to the subway station, catching the train. This is when I had no fear and no anxiety. God, I miss those days. I would catch the bus or walk 6 blocks to the subway station, catch the train all the way out here to then catch the bus and get to my job. Work there all day, and then walk to the bus stop, catch the bus to the train. I did it, and then I get home. The kids would be dirty. The house would be dirty. I didn't clean her house though, but I took care of the kids. I had my room was clean, and my room was connected to the kids' room because the houses in Baltimore City their layouts are so weird. I guess because they have to get so much, not so much space, but they gotta make the little skinny tall row homes. So like her house, you walk in, it was like the little vestibule or like the little breezeway. And then you walk in and it's just like straight. Like you could look like it was like a shotgun house. And like if you open the front door and the back door, you can shoot straight through into the backyard. So, but there was like a separate, so you would walk in and then, so you walk in the door and then there was like this little square. And then there was another door that went to the main part of the house. And then you would walk in that. We usually had that door open most of the time, except for at night. And then the living room had doors. And the living room was right to your left. And then you would walk past the living room. There was like this weird cubby because the steps went up. They went, yeah. And then the steps were there. And then you walked into this little dining room. The refrigerator was in the dining room because the kitchen was so small. Like, and then the kitchen was weird because, like, the stove was on one wall all by itself. The refrigerator was in the dining room, and you only had this one little teeny tiny counter, like, where the sink was. It was just so bizarre. Like, so bizarre. And then there was the door in the dining room that went down to into the basement. And then you walk down in the basement and half the basement is filled with cement. Like there's just this little crawl space, but there was like cement all the way up to your neck, all the way back. Instead of using that as like a living area, and then there was just this little storage area that faced out front on the sidewalk. Like it was so bizarre. Like it was just so weird. And then like when if you would go upstairs, you walk up the stairs, and then as soon as you walked upstairs, the whole upstairs was just the one big closet. As soon as you hit the landing, and then there was a door right to your right, and that was the master bedroom that faced out front. The windows were beautiful. I loved the windows, but the windows were beautiful. And then there was a door to your left. Well, you had to walk a little bit over because of the closets. So like there was no closets in any of the bedrooms. Like none. And then you would walk through the kids' room, and you would walk through the kids' room, and then through the kids' room there was another door. You had to go through the kids' room to get to the bathroom. And then it was so weird. I need a piece of paper. Like, I don't know how else. Okay. So, all right. All right. So here, so we'll just say master. Okay. And then here's the closet. I know you can't see. I'm going to show you. Okay. So you walk up the steps. Okay. And then these are the closets. And then that was the master bedroom. Okay. And then we'll say, okay. All right. So this area here. And then I don't know how to. Okay, so there was a door, and then a door, and not bore, a door, and then bathroom. Okay, so this is going to look confusing. Okay, so you would walk up the steps. Okay, there's the closet, and then this was the kids' room. So there was a door here. Oh, sorry, right? I'm looking at the wrong side. Okay, that's the master. So then there was a door here because whatever. And then so this would be the kids' room. Okay. And then in the kids' room, there was a door. And then it went into like this weird space. And then there was a door here. And then there was the door to the bathroom. Well, this little teeny tiny area was my room. I think that was supposed to be the closet area because literally I had my bed went there. Like my bed literally took up almost the whole wall. Like it almost took up the whole wall. Like I only had like this much space to like where the door opened. And on the other side, like I had like this much space to where all my stuff was on the other side of the wall. I had all my shit in boxes and plastic totes. Like I had plastic totes with all my clothes in it. Right, but it wasn't like there was no shelves. It was literally an empty room. Like she didn't even use it for anything. But it was weird because you still had to walk through the kids' bedroom to get to the only bathroom in the house. Like that was it. It was very bizarre. It was very bizarre. So, I don't know. And then like my other girlfriend's house, I liked her house a little bit better. It was kind of like the same way, but she had an actual kitchen. So like my girlfriend's house that I like she didn't even have any cabinets on the wall. Like she didn't even have any cabinets. Like so her cousin's husband bought her those utility cabinets for the garage for a pantry. And we had them in the kitchen for food storage. And we had one for dishes, one for food storage, and like toiletries or like paper towels, paper plates, and all that shit. But like there was no cabinets. The only cabinets was under there was like where under the sink was. And it was like 4 cabinets, but of course 2 of them were occupied because of the pipes and stuff. And that was it. And then like half of the counter was like there was nothing under it. It was just like free floating. It was so bizarre. So bizarre. And it was just like the weirdest laid out house. And like I don't know if it was just that area because like I said, my other girlfriend, I used to walk down to her house and I used to go to her house. And I remember even telling her they were similar, but so like you would walk in her house, it was kind of the same thing. You'd walk in, you had like the little landing, and then hers you took a step up, and then her living room was on the right, and she had this beautiful arch, and she had like these shelves like cut out in the wall, and of course you walk by, it was the same thing. It was the steps, the whole steps thing that went up. And then you walk down, she had a really beautiful like dining space, and like but hers was all open. Like the dining room, like she had a beautiful arch, and like the dining room and kitchen, like she had an actual kitchen, like a whole L-shaped kitchen with like a cat, like an island, and like hers was real nice. And then when you went upstairs, her upstairs was a little bit bigger because she had like a door that went around, and then there was, so when you walked up, it was just a wall, and then there was a door that went this way. Like you walked up, you turned, and then the door was here instead of, and there was a door here that was like to a laundry room. She had her whole ass laundry room. And I see, how do I remember this shit from when I was 18, but I can't remember where the hell I put something yesterday? I don't understand it. How does this shit, how does the brain work? I don't understand. But I think because I've always liked architectural stuff, and like I always wanted to be an interior designer, so certain people's houses, like I remember houses, I don't know, and layouts and stuff. And I used to take architect classes when I was in high school because I wanted to build houses and then decorate them. So I know how to like read blueprints and stuff. But yeah, so you would go up, and then she had her laundry room, the bedroom, and then there was like another bedroom on this side. And they all had closets and nice, and then there was like another set of stairs that went up another flight because she had like 3 floors. And there was a whole ass apartment up there. A whole ass another apartment. It had a kitchen, a bathroom. Oh, that's what was on the second floor too. There was the washroom, and then the bathroom was on the other side. That's what it was. So there was a bedroom, the laundry room, the other bedroom was a smaller bedroom, and the bathroom. That's what that was. And then there was like steps that went up to the third floor. And if they were actually behind a door, and you would go up the steps, and there was a whole ass apartment, because that's where she stayed. A whole ass apartment. And it was nice. She had her own kitchen. She had her own living room. She had her own dining room. It was a small kitchen. It was like a little dinette, but I'm like, okay. Like, it was nice. It was huge. Like, it was like the whole length of the whole entire row home. It was just one big open space. Like, I don't know if she redid the house or the older people, because it was like older family members of her that she stayed there with them. Like, it was a whole ass apartment, because we used to go up there. We used to play spades and stuff. I couldn't tell you how to play spades now to save I think I'm pretty sure I sucked back then too, because I remember them trying to teach me how to play 5,000, like these card games. I remember I hated 5,000, and I still to this day don't even know how to play 5,000. Like, I don't know how to play. We used to play dominoes. Dominoes was fun. Uno. We played Uno. Uno would get aggressive with that bunch of friends. I'd be like, okay, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not playing. Like, y'all, I'm out. Y'all are just, you can take this on your own. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. But yeah, then me and her got into this huge fight, because then after I went to court for her brother, who she kept saying she was on my side, but I guess she didn't think he was because he was already locked up. He had already gotten arrested for harassment and for the threats he was making, calling me at work and stuff. And then I pressed charges and got a restraining order on him, and she agreed with it. And she said she was on my side. But then when he got sentenced and got put in jail for 3 years, all of a sudden there was issues. And then she wanted to teach me how to live in the city and how I don't have street smarts, and I didn't have this and I didn't have that. We had been friends. Let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 5 years. I met her when she was in the system. She had already had her first child. She got pregnant while she was in her foster care with her second child. She was a little older than me, because when she turned 18, she moved out. She got out of the system, obviously. And then she wanted to know why her daughter's father wanted to be with me, because I treated their daughter better than she did and took care of her better than she did. But she wanted to teach me. I had so many people on that city block who were like so protective over me. And yeah. But yeah. So I took my exit ticket, and the straw that broke the camel's back, and I think I've told this story before too, was when I was there and we were all planning, me, her, him, her cousin's husband, all the kids, because she had her oldest son, because she was starting to get her visitation back with her oldest son, who she was trying to get back out of the system. We were planning a day to Six Flags. We were all going to go to Six Flags. So excited. I had money saved up. I had stuff packed up for the kids. I had the kids' bags. I had the kids' outfits ready to go. The baby, because she had already, at this point, had already had the baby. The baby was only a few months old. Okay. Baby was only a few months old. And I told them, I said, wake me up in the morning. Wake me up. I said, what time are y'all getting up? Because y'all need to wake me up. That way I can get ready. Then we'll start getting the kids ready, blah, blah, blah. And we'll get on the road with time to, whatever. I woke up because the baby started crying in my bed. All of the kids, except for the oldest, was in my bed. Her 2-year-old daughter and the baby. I looked at my watch. It was way past the time I was supposed to get up. I took the baby. I changed him. I went into her room. Well, the bedroom door was open. They weren't there in the room. I went downstairs into the kitchen. Nobody was home. The truck was gone. They went to Six Flags without me and the kids. They were gone all day. They were like, oh, we couldn't wake you up when they got back at like 12 o'clock midnight. They were like, oh, we weren't able to wake you up. We tried to wake you up. You were knocked out. Da, 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 da. Okay. Okay. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. So me and her, we got into it. So I packed my shit and left. Packed it up and left. So yeah, and then I moved back home. My mom, they came and got me. My mom and dad came and got me. Well, my mom had told me, oh, that was the other thing. That it just triggered in my mind. I told her I was going to see my mom, and I had been planning to go see my mom for the weekend. And it was after the whole Six Flags debacle. I said, you know what? I said, I'm going home to my mom. I'm going home. I'm going to go see my mom, whatever. And she got pissed. And she's like, well, you can't go home and see your mom. I'm like, excuse me? Come again? She's like, no, you can't go home and see your mom. I got to teach you about the streets and blah, 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 blah. I was like, I don't need your help with the streets. No, I haven't seen my mom. It's been a few weeks since I've seen her, since I've last gone over there. We have plans this weekend. I'm going home to see my mom. Because the only time I could talk to my mom was I had to walk around the corner to the payphone because she didn't have a house phone. Or I would call her when I was at work, and I would use the work phone and call my mom. And so she was like, she got so mad. So when I went home to go see my mom, she was like, you look awful. She's like, you look sick. You don't look right. Blah, 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 blah. She's like, and I was like telling my mom everything that was going on. And she's like, why don't you just come back home? She's like, you're giving them money to live there, but you're also taking care of her damn kids. She's like, make her a responsible parent. So right before I moved out, I said, okay, so I gave it so things never got better. And then she got pregnant with her 4th child. And I was like, I can't. I found the pregnancy test in the trash can in my room when I got home from work one day. I said, what is this? And I said, do you not know how to use a condom? And she's just like, what, da da da. I was like, so you're pregnant again? She's like, well, I haven't had my appointment. She's like, I was like, how old is this, So yeah, she was pregnant with her fourth child. I said, I can't. I'm not ready. Like, I was already taking care of the baby a lot. I was like 18 and a mom and wasn't even my kids. It was 3 kids when her oldest was there, when the social worker would drop him off. And it was a lot at 18. And it lasted for so many months, and then that's when I finally was just like, all right. I remember walking. It was a Sunday morning church. There was a church behind the house, like, because there's churches everywhere in the city. And I remember walking over to the phone booth and I said, that's it. I said, I'm done. I said, come and get my ass. So I packed all my shit up, and then I told them the name of the church. Of course, they got the little atlas out. Well, they knew where the mall was. And I said, just come around back. I was literally throwing my shit out of the window. Like, seriously, my mom's like, leave the mattress. We will get you a new mattress. Leave that shit there. Just bring your clothes and whatever. I was literally tossing my shit out of the window into the bed of the truck. My dad was like trying to catch it. I was just tossing it out the window. And I didn't have much. It was just a little room. The only thing I carried down was my box of CDs. And I held her son and her daughter so tight, and I bawled my eyes out, because the hardest part was walking away from those kids. Walking away from those kids was the hardest part of me leaving. That was, and I've tried looking them up online, like on Facebook and stuff. I don't even know if they would ever remember me, because she was like 3 years old at the time when I left. She had just had her 3rd birthday. And like, I remember I was the only one, like, she didn't talk. Of course, I was 18, so I didn't know if there was like any other issues, of course, and I wasn't educated enough then to even know about any other issues. I was buying her flashcards. She couldn't talk, but she could dance. She could dance really well, but she couldn't talk. I bought her flashcards from the dollar store where I worked. I was trying to teach her letters, her numbers, her words, her colors. I'd play with her. I don't even know if her oldest son would ever remember me. I know the baby wouldn't. The baby would not remember me at all. Because I was only there he wasn't even a year old yet when I left. So, but she had just turned 3. So, you have always been a caregiver. Like when you cleaned the mom's apartment when they were at the funeral in Virginia. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I cleaned everything before I left. I cleaned everything up. Oh. I closed one of my rings. But yeah. I did. I took care of everything. But that was the hardest part. Like I do like on Facebook, I'll like type in her name and see if she pops up. But who knows if she's like married. I have found her mom. I looked up her mom, and I've like gone through the friends to see if I see her, but I don't. But then it's like, I don't even want, I kind of just want to see her as an adult, like that's it. Like I just want to see her as an adult, but I don't want any type of communication. Like I'm not trying to rehash or open that time capsule so to speak, because I don't want the brother to know. Because it's funny, because my girlfriend, because her brother had me isolated from all my friends, and I was rekindling those friendships back. And I remember a few years ago, my girlfriend had called me. She says, Ray, he's on Facebook. And I was like, he is? And she's like, yes. He just sent me a friend's request. She's like, I accepted it. Go on my timeline, click on his profile, and block him. So I did. So he's been permanently blocked from my Facebook page. Him and his brother, his two brothers. Hey, Jessica. What's going on? But yeah, so they're blocking my Facebook. But I don't want to hash out that old stuff. You know what I mean? And then but yeah, then I moved back to my mom. I seen your video and made me cry too. Oh, the video from the other day when I had my like little mental breakdown. Yeah, I'm flustered. I love you and your hair in a ponytail. Oh, thank you. I'm waiting for my hair to grow back. I was going to do something drastic to my hair. So I don't, Jessica might have seen it on my Instagram, because I post on Instagram all the time. So Snapchat had this filter, and it gave you red hair. It doesn't look very good on like, but I was like kind of low key digging it, right? Like, I was like, do I? Like, I was kind of feeling it. So then, and I took it, I think I took one more another day when I was at work. Oh, yeah, I was at work. And then I took it. I'm just like, oh, I don't know. I was like, do I or don't I? So I had thought about it. But there's a problem. That's wifey's hair color. Sexy librarian. But that's the thing. So hubby likes redheads. And see, I used to dye my hair this really pretty burgundy. Like, it was a brown, but it had like a really nice deep purple reddish color. But that's what color is wifey. That's wifey's hair color. I don't have a picture. Not that I would show a picture of her. I would edit it real quick to show. Actually, that's what I might do. She's always, you should put some black in it. Oh, forget it. Well, and so I'm going to see if I can find a picture. Oh, she hasn't uploaded. Well, I'm pretty much blocked from her pages anyway, because I know she takes selfies every day and posts stuff. But she's got all these oh my God, I just read this post. She said, thanks for feeding me because we know I'm a terrible cook. Bitch, he don't cook for you. I cook. Sorry. This is why she's blocked from my profile. Like, we're friends, but I have her blocked from my feed, so I can't see. Like, I have to physically go to her profile to see her, like, if I want to see something. So there's a picture of her and hubby. Because, like, she has just nothing but pictures of her and him on her page. And she'll take pictures with try golden blonde. So I was just thinking about putting blonde streaks back in my hair because I still have some blonde in it, like a little bit. But it's like kind of just like a light brown now. But hold on, I'm gonna put a big old sticker on her face. Actually, hold on. Can I like? There we go. Here we go. We'll do this. Okay. So obviously you can't see her face, but that's wifey's hair color. Focus. I don't know how well you guys can. Okay, there you go. That's her hair color. I'm looking at the screen so you guys can. That's her hair color. It's almost like hers has got a little bit more pink. It's more pink. But this is like a fire, like an orangey red. But I'm like, I'm not dyeing my hair because a man prefers women with red hair. I was like, that's not my style. I'm sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing that. I mean, and I used to dye my hair burgundy because I liked the burgundy. It was a brownish. I think you should do you, and who cares what anyone thinks. Yeah. So that's why I was like, no, you know what? And then here's the thing. I did talk to wifey about it because I will give her 1,000 times credit. She is a phenomenal hairdresser. Okay? She knows what the fuck she's doing. She's got clients that she's had for years and people who I think you'll rock that hair color. See, but I think I could too because I used to have pink. My hair used to be pink. Do you guys remember that? My old Jessica probably remembers. Joe might remember. Joe, do you remember when I had pink hair? I actually think it's on my Ray's Bakes page where it says like Baker Ray. I actually need to upload pictures to that. Okay, you do remember, Jessica? I'm going on my personal profile here. I'm going in my albums. Vaguely. So there was one time I had my hair. My friend Neen did my hair. Sometimes you'll see Neen pop in on the chat and stuff. It's my Nene. I miss her so much. So this is more the color. This was in 2016. But that's the color that I had. It's like the burgundy. It was like, it wasn't red, but it was like a burgundy-ish color. This was in 2016. I'm trying to find like a good. This was like one of my favorite pictures. It was like that. It was like brown at the top, but like the reddish. Like, it wasn't red. You know what I mean? Like, it was, I don't know. I'm going to save this photo because that used to be one of my favorite pictures. You will be beautiful no matter what color you have. Yes, I remember your hair was pink. I was trying to find the wild hair. Okay, so at one point, do you guys remember when my hair was pink and purple? It was pink and it had the ombre down into the purple. Yeah, I think I might try to do that one again. But yeah, my hair was like pink and then, but the purple faded out. So this was a light pink and then it faded into the dark pink and then it went into the purple. It was like light pink, magenta, and then it went down into the purple. But the purple washed out, and then the other pink washed out. So I didn't have that. And then for a long time, my hair was like this color, and I actually liked it. It was like this orange, like rose gold. That would probably be the color I would call it. It was like a blondish because all the color, but it was still bleached and it was like growing out, but like all the color came out, but it still had like streaks of pink in it. So it was like this color. Like I had it like that for a long time. Yeah, that was like what it was like for the longest time. So it was like a rose goldish color. And I didn't care. Yeah. But I had my hair like that. And then I dyed it black. It was supposed to have the midnight blue in it, but it didn't like show up or something. But then I went all black. And then this is a picture of a photograph. This was when I was like 27. No. The black makes your eyes pop. This was a really long time ago. Like I was like in my 20s, like my late 20s. It was like everybody said I looked like that chick from one of those crime shows. It was like one of those crime shows where she had like the pigtails or something. I don't remember who that girl was. Yeah, I was 26. Cause that was in my old apartment at Hops. That's when I finally moved out. Yeah, NCIS. That was me. Oh, my little cowboy hat. So this was my little itty bitty apartment. So this was literally my kitchen. That was it. That's all I had. That was all I had was that. And then my bathroom was right here. And then that was my patio. And then my bed was right behind me. But I was probably 26 there too. There's me again. This was when I was 24. This is all on my like private Facebook page, but that's where you had the cats visiting. Yeah, Sugar Baby and my fuzzy baby. I was one of my work. Oh, wait a minute! I hit something. One of my work looks, but I had to crop my little friend out. I was at my one of my like pretty much at my heaviest in that picture. Oh, here's like a better picture of the color. It was a better picture of the color. But yeah, I had talked to Wifey about my hair and like putting the red in it. And she was like, it's a lot of upkeep. And I was like, okay. And she's like, no, it is a lot of upkeep. And she was like, you'd have to constantly dye it, and I don't care about all that. Like, if it fades out, it just fades out. We know fire engine red is not a natural hair color, you know? But I might do something to it. But everybody loves my blonde, so I think I might just end up sticking with because even if I did the burgundy now, by the time summer hits, it'll be like a really pretty, because I still have some of my blonde streaks in. Very little though. Like I think that she calls this the money, because like when I pull my hair over, it like goes across the top. I just got that one majorly blonde streak right there. All you do for her is a lot of upkeep. True story. So, but yeah. So, I don't know. I always think about it. Like I said, I'm waiting for my hair to grow back. I was mad when she cut my hair for work, because I always say, oh, I always think about going short, but then it's like, no, because, and usually my hair grows pretty quickly, but this time I feel like it's taken forever, and I'm just like, okay, I'm like kind of over this. It's funny because like even though I was like almost 400 pounds in this, I think I was like maybe three, I was in my threes in this, I still think I looked pretty cute. I think I was still pretty cute. Like wild. Wild. Ugh, my goodness. But what I need to do. Oh my God, I remember I took this photo during when the pandemic was really. You are cute at any rate. Oh, thank you. During when the panini first hit. So I did that. I don't know if you guys could tell. I said, all right, I'm ready to go to the store. Oh my God. There's one picture. Now this one's a wig. But it was kind of like the same concept. Remember when I did like that whole look? Like that's been my favorite thing. When I did the whole glow in the dark look. I think this was like almost the thinnest I've been. And like I want to get back there. I want to have her self-confidence. I want her self-confidence again. A potless face mask it was. But I was like really thin then, and well, not really thin, but I was at, I think, almost my thinnest. And I was like, I want to get back there. Like, look how thin my face was. Like, that's my goal. Like, I've filled back out. Like, I was super. Like, and you can really tell in this picture. When was this? This was at the end of 2020. This was December 2020. That's when that was the lowest I've ever got. And then after that, it was awful. Like, I've been struggling ever since. That's December 2020. So 3 years ago. Well, 2 years, because it just. So. Wifey said we're going to start going back to the gym. So we'll see. I hope so. I hope so. Oh my goodness. Losing steam. Jesus, I've been live streaming for 3 hours? Well, hell. All right, let's see. Let's check and see what's going on. Hater takes her cat. Oh my goodness, I gotta watch Zachary Michael. Save to watch later. The Karening intensifies. Let's see. You know who I love watching? Her name's Carmen. And she does like these, it's Carmen Q Goller. So she does these 80s spin-offs. Like she dresses up as like all these characters. And it's like this 80s, like this whole 80s thing. It's amazing. Small town drama soap opera series. She's up to like 115 episodes, but they're like shorts. They're like 15 seconds long, but it is like she gets, or maybe they're a minute long. I don't know, but I love her. She does so good with them. Oh, sorry, I didn't give you guys warning. Get on back on there. Okay. It almost fell off the plate. I have my little salad plate there. I have all my little trash and snuggies on there. All right, friends. I guess I need to figure out what to do for dinner. Brayden. What do you want for dinner?
I don't know. Are you ordering
Maybe I'll order. Is there anything particular you want?
Probably like a sub.
You want a sub?
Yeah.
Okay. I will call wifey and see what she wants. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If the vlogs are short tomorrow, we got this. Although the vlogs for tomorrow starts off talking about Foodie and all the drama. So if you missed it here, you'll get it in the whatchamacallit tomorrow. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go. And I will see y'all. I don't know if I'm going to live stream tomorrow. If I do live stream tomorrow, it might be on my Raised Bakes channel. Oh my goodness. The whole point today, I wanted to see what you guys want me to make on my Raised Bakes channel, because I was gonna make stuff today, but I didn't have a plan. And I'm like, I have Easter. Well, maybe that's what I'll just take the rest of the time to do tonight. Unless you guys have any ideas or any suggestions of what you want me to make or do on my Raised Bakes channel. Because starting March 1st, I have all my St. Patrick's Day uploaded. Like, everything's already scheduled. But it's all my old stuff. It's like all my old videos. But I don't have any St. Patty's Day for 2023. I do have a couple molds and things that I had just recently got. But is there like any styles or patterns? And remember last year I did those Lucky Charms bowls. Like, those were sickening. I think I did amazing on those. But maybe I'll look up like Lucky Charm cookies and like get some ideas for like some backgrounds and patterns or something. I don't know. I don't know. You know what would be cool if they had like a cereal mold? I could probably make my own, but how would you? I mean, the mold is pretty pliable. Do they have any small boxes? Oh, I wonder if they still have those dollar bags of Lucky Charms. Because I could make a Lucky Charm cereal mold and make cupcake toppers. Because I would put the cereal in the mold. Wheels are turning, friends. Like, the wheels are turning. I don't know. Foodie Artie's back trying to carry on like nothing happened. Are you serious? See, I'm not subscribed to her on my day-to-day. I just watch through the reaction channels, but I am subscribed to her on my Raised Bakes channel. So I usually go over there too. Washer went up today and my car is leaking oil. Oh man. Jeez. My bestie just texted me. She's like, girl, the washer freaking went up and my car is now leaking oil. WTF. I'm in bed. Poor thing. Yeah. We're all done. All right, guys. I'm going to go. I will see y'all after bed. I love y'all. But if you guys seriously have any ideas, just comment on my Raised Bakes channel. Maybe I'll make a post over there. It says any ideas for upcoming videos. I need to go back in my Google Docs and look in there and see what I have in there for ideas, because I want to make some content tomorrow. But if I live stream, I will live stream over on my Raised Bakes channel, because I think I can live stream now. I'm really trying to get my channel to 1,000 subscribers over there. I'm almost at 5,000 here. Did you guys notice that? Hold on. I'm at 4,928. So I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers. So yeah. All right, guys. I love you. I'm going to go this time. I promise. All right. I love you guys. Have a good evening. I need to go catch up on Zachary Michael. I need to go catch up on stuff. I'll see y'all later. Love you. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Stay away from the cootie bugs and all that good stuff. I hit the lot and okay. All right. Bye, guys. I love you. Good night.